Spurgeon here with RevZilla to welcome you to how to size and buy a motorcycle helmet. Now in this video, we're going to walk you through the different types of motorcycle helmets available, and we're also going to help you determine the correct shape and size to work with your head. Now there are a wide variety of great helmets across all price points, and a helmet's price point can affect how comfortable, quiet, ventilated, or lightweight it is, but it doesn't necessarily affect how safe it is. Every helmet that we're going to discuss will carry a Department of Transportation or DOT sticker associated with it, and that simply means that it's legal for street use in the United States. Now you might see some other safety ratings out there like Snell or ECE. We're not going to cover those in this video. And regardless of what helmet price point you're shopping at or what safety rating you're looking for, all the sizing information in this video will apply to all helmets. The first thing you need to determine is what type of helmet you're looking to buy. And there's 5 different types of helmets represented on the table right now. We're going to kick things off by taking a look at the open face helmet. And the open face helmet is available in 2 different flavors. On the table, we have the 3/4 design. And the 3/4 design actually adds additional protection down around the side of your head. Open face helmets are also available in a half helmet design, which only protects the very top of your head. Now, the benefits of an open face helmet: a mass amount of ventilation, they're going to be easy to get on and off, and they're not going to feel restrictive when you're wearing them. The main drawback to an open face helmet is that there's no protection for your face or your eyes. And I mean no protection in the event of a crash, but there's also no protection from the elements. So if it begins to rain or it gets cold, you're going to get all of that right in your face. So for a bit of additional protection, let's take a look at a full face helmet. Now the full face helmet is probably the most typical helmet you'll see on the street, and it's the only helmet you'll see at the racetrack. And the main benefit here is you now have the added protection of a chin bar that works its way across the front of the helmet, as well as a built-in face shield to protect your eyes. The other additional benefit to all of this protection is that it's quieter than an open face helmet when you're riding down the road. Some of the drawbacks: it's a little bit harder to get on and off, and if it's not fitted correctly, it can be uncomfortable, and that's why getting a correctly fitting helmet is so important. Now this is a traditional full face helmet, but there are a couple different varieties on the full face, so let's take a look at those right now, starting with Modular. Now modular helmets have become extremely popular with both touring and commuting riders because the main benefit of a modular helmet is that you can actually open it at the chin bar. This allows you to get the helmet both on and off a little bit easier, and when you're sitting around at the gas station, you can eat food, take a drink, or simply have a conversation without taking the helmet off. Now some of the drawbacks of a modular helmet: they tend to be a little bit heavier and noisier than a traditional full face, and this chin bar can be a potential point of failure in the event of a crash. Now the one note I want to make here is that these are not designed to be worn in the open position while riding your motorcycle, so just keep that in mind. Now the next variation I want to take a look at is the ADV helmet. Now ADV, or adventure helmets, are designed for folks that like to ride both on and off-road. The benefits that you're going to see with this is that you have a helmet that's going to be more comfortable and quiet than a true dirt bike helmet would be on the street. You're still going to be able to use goggles with this, and these are going to be safety rated, which means you can use them both on and off-road legally. Now the drawbacks here is they're going to be a bit heavier and not nearly as well ventilated as a true dirt bike helmet, and they're still going to have this peak on the top, which can cause lift at fast highway speeds. Now this is going to take us right into the final variation of a full face helmet, which is going to be a true dirt bike helmet. Now a dirt bike helmet is a very specific tool designed for off-road riding. The main benefit you'll see here is that there's a mass amount of ventilation, they're typically lightweight, and they're very easy to clean and maintain. Some of the drawbacks, however: they might not be DOT rated, so they might not be street legal, and you're also going to notice there's no protection from the elements. They can be a bit noisy, and the peak can cause lift at extreme speeds. So now that you've narrowed down the style of the helmet you're looking for, the most important consideration you need to figure out is what internal head shape you need. So while these 3 helmets on the table might look identical from the outside, they each represent a different internal fit. You've got round oval, you've got intermediate oval, and you've got long oval. Now when you get to RevZilla.com, what you'll notice is on each of the helmet product pages, there'll be a little icon, and that icon is going to let you know what the internal fit of the helmet is. Now a round oval helmet, this is going to be slightly shorter front to back with a bit of additional room at the side of the head. An intermediate oval helmet, a little bit longer front to back, slightly narrower at the side of the head, and then a long oval helmet is going to be long front to back and narrow at the temple. Now, when you're determining your correct head shape, you're going to need a friend, and that friend is going to take a picture of the top of your head. Now, if you don't have a shaved head like our buddy Joe, you want to make sure you flatten down your hair as much as possible. Once you have that photo, simply match it up with one of the 3 icons at RevZilla. Now, the cool thing about this is once you've determined your correct head shape, you can actually refine your search results and shop only in the helmets that match up with what your head shape is. Now, if you find yourself in between 2 different head shapes, just keep in mind that the most popular shape for the American market is intermediate oval. So choosing the correct size helmet is the final step in the selection process. Once you've determined the style you're looking for and the shape that you need, all that's left is to figure out what size you want to go with. And to do that, you're going to need a soft tape measure and a trusted friend. So really what you need to do is have your trusted friend stand behind your head and take that soft tape measure and measure around the crown of your noodle. And the reason that we recommend having a friend take this measurement is that typically it leads to a more accurate result. Now, once you have that measurement, you want to match it up with the manufacturer's size chart on the product page. And I say this because different manufacturers have different size charts, so you want to make sure you're using the chart that's associated with the helmet you're looking at. Even after this is said and done, some helmets still tend to run a little bit large or a little bit small. And if this is a known issue, we'll do our best to make a note on the product page as well as the product video, so make sure to check out any specific notes on the helmet that you're considering. Now, at this point in the video, you should have a helmet that matches up with your style, your head shape, as well as your size. Once it shows up, we recommend wearing the helmet around the house for a little bit before you go out and actually ride. Watch some TV, do the dishes. Just don't ride in the helmet until you're 100% sure that it fits you correctly. Now, a correctly fitting helmet will be nice and snug around the crown of your head without any uncomfortable pressure points. If you opted for a full face design, the cheek pads should squeeze your cheeks nice and firm. This should give you what most people would call chipmunk cheeks. You shouldn't be able to comfortably chew gum. Now, if after about an hour of sitting around in your helmet, you feel like it fits you comfortably, congratulations, you have got your new lid. If not, reach out to one of our gear geeks at 877-792-9455 or simply shoot an email over to cs@revzilla.com and they can help you with the return process to make sure you're set up with a helmet that fits you perfectly. Remember, our gear geeks are avid motorcyclists who are trained to help you get the right gear for your ride. If you have any questions along the way in this process, please don't hesitate to reach out. They can work with you to make sure that you have the right style, shape, and size motorcycle helmet for you, also while taking your safety and price considerations in mind. Hopefully by this point in the video, you've learned how to correctly size a motorcycle helmet, and I want to thank you for joining us for this motorcycle helmet sizing guide. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.